Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know, it's your boy Vic Sling Hope. And man, it's been a very sorrowful day. Well, not too much of a sorrowful day because you know nothing really happened to the person, to the individual. But if y'all see, when y'all look at the thumbnail, y'all gonna see that it shows two police officers. Actually, that was just two in the beginning, but then another car came, and then another car came, and they just had all these police officers, and so they had their guns drawn. I don't know what was the conversation. I don't know what was going on. Again, we don't really know. We're not gonna sit here and act like we did or we do, but oftentimes we see. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Oftentimes we see police, indulge in this type of behaviors. So I posted the video earlier. Yeah, it did. It went off. So I posted this video earlier about like the police interactions with, these two young men that were driving a car. And too many times we see the same interactions, right? We see like the police, guns out. Sometimes they even end up killing individuals because they think they got a gun. Thanks, I appreciate it. So in this video, I'm gonna post the video. I might edit the video. Well, I don't know. I was gonna try to put the video in front of this one, but I'm gonna post the video. I don't know who that was. I'm sorry, but yo, make sure y'all like this video. Make sure y'all like it. I'm here to bring y'all some stuff. So I'm talking about, the title of this is "Who is the Real Gangsters," right? And it has the police in front of the thumbnail. So the police stopped these young men today. And, they look like me. They got do-rags. They dress like me. I don't know if one of them had hoodies. It's kind of chilly. So they look like me. And they had the guns drawn on these dudes, right? The police is on them with the guns out. The dude get out. He got his hands up. And the cops is still like on some, yelling at them, right? Like going crazy. So more cops come. This happened in the Bronx. More cops come. And they're pointing guns at these dudes. So, and I'm just like, yo, this is like a crazy reoccurrence. Like, how do you think somebody life goes on the rest of the day when they know that you could have shot them, when they know that you could have killed them? You just backing out guns on people. That affects people psychologically. So it's like, but it's some regular stuff to the police, right? So, and I'm just like, I was just so infuriated because I have been through that. Like, I went through that. I went through being on the ground with police pointing their guns at me. Like I've been through that. Like they kicked my phone like my phone was a gun. I've been through all those type of things with the police. These interactions with police, right? With being arrested, being locked up for just not having identification, being searched, like, just being harassed by these individuals. So I posed a question like, who are the real gangsters? Who are the real gangsters? That's the real question. Because today it's like we might not really know who they are. We might not really know because, the music and what we see on television is not what it really is. So, a lot of people don't want to hear this type of stuff because I feel it. Like, a lot of people don't feel this. A lot of people can't possibly relate to it. A lot of people probably never been through it. Some people feel like, oh, well, if the police was messing with you, then you deserved it. If the police was, my mom used to be one of those moms. We always facts. It is. My mom used to say this. My mom never believed me. I remember one time I told my mother that the police locked me up for nothing. You know what she told me? She was like, "You lying. The police never gonna lock you up for nothing." And that was my own mom. You know how I felt? You know how I felt the moment I'm trying to confide in my mom and I'm trying to tell my mom, the police locked me up for no reason. They violated me. And the one person that is supposed to make me feel good, the one person that is supposed to be like, word, the one person that is supposed to go out there and fight for me, she was just like, nah, man. She was just like, the police not gonna lock you up for no reason. So it was deep. Make sure y'all like the video so it could get circulated, because this is deep, right? And this is something that is constantly going on. Exactly. You see, like a lot of people have these situations with the police. And yeah, my mother's an immigrant, so she didn't understand that. She didn't understand the black flight of a young black man growing up in this society. So when I see this, when I continuously see this, thank you. When I continuously see this, like it's still going on. Like how much I just ask myself, how much more are we gonna wait? How much more are we gonna sit here and allow this to happen? How much more? How much more? How much more? How much more? I mean, now she understands we got a better relationship now. So she gets me now. But I just ask myself, how much more are we going to sit here and wait? How much more are we going to see our people gunned down in the streets? Like, how much more are we going to lose lives? How much more are we just going to be like, you know what? Maybe 2 years from now, it'll look different. How much more? How much more? Like, how much more death do the police have to cause for the people to be outraged? How much more? You know what I'm saying? How much more? Like, it's just constantly. It's almost like rewatching a movie. It's like, even though it's a different movie, it just feels like it's the same movie that we watching. It just feels like turning on one of them old flicks, like Menace to Society or Boys in the Hood. It's like the same. We already know what's gonna happen. We already know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how long is this gonna go on? And then I asked the question, like, who's the real G's? Because it's like are people not outraged? Are people not upset? Like, people not mad? People not angry? You know, we tend to ignore stuff unless it happens to us. We tend to like overlook things. Like, we don't pay attention to things until they hit home, until it's one of our kids, until it's one of our nephews, until it's one of our daughters that something happened to. That's the only time we come around and we be like, something gotta stop, something gotta happen. But other than that, we don't never talk about it, right? Like, you hear the music, we glorify it, talking about ops, smoking on this, doing that. And I'm like, and these is the gangsters? These are the real gangsters? We just seen the video about son in Harlem, he bit Shorty in the eye, like, and his mans in them was around. They didn't stop it. They didn't get involved. They didn't do nothing. Like, it's just like, I don't care if they say they did something or they was trying to tell them. You stop your mans. Look, you know what? There's a saying in Islam, right, from the Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And they were saying, like, when you see a harm, you know what I'm saying, you try to remove it with your hand. When you see something wrong being done, you try to remove it with your hand. If you can't remove it with your hand, then you talk out against it. You speak out against it. If you can't speak out against it, then hate it in your heart. Hate it in your heart. And the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said that is the weakest of faith, is to not do nothing with your hands or say anything about it, but just hate it in your heart. You're still silent about it and you just hated it in your heart. And he said that's the weakest of faith. And this is just an example, right? Because sometimes you can't change it with your hands. Sometimes you can't do nothing with your hands. Sometimes you can't speak out against it. I get it. But sometimes we can. A lot of times we can. A lot of times we could say something. A lot of times we could do something. A lot of times it's always something we could do. And you know what we do? We choose to just hate it in our heart. We choose to just walk away. We choose to just mind our business. We choose to not even record nothing. We don't say nothing. We don't say nothing. So my question is, like, how long are we going to let this go by? How long? Because it's like we glorify the little stuff. We glorify like these dudes, right? It's funny. The thing I never really understood is, like, dudes will be quick to say, I'm a man before anything. I'm a man before anything. Nobody gonna do nothing to me. I'm not gonna let nobody disrespect me. Blah, 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 blah. But when that cop come around and violate, he's a man too. He's a man too. When he come around and violate, you don't have that same energy. So what happened to you a man before anything? What happened to you ain't gonna let nobody violate? You a man before anything. And look, I'm over here talking. I'm talking just like everybody else. But my thing is this. I'm not gonna talk some stuff and then sit here and oppress my own people. Like, you're a coward. That's basically what you are. If you one of them dudes that sit here and say you're a man before anything, but you let certain men violate you, you're not a man before anything. You just violate whoever you can violate. What you trying about, my guy? I got here. Now I'm just talking about some police brutality stuff, and I'm just talking about how, like, there's a lot of fake gangsters, right? Like we don't know who the real gangsters are. You know, there's a lot of fake gangsters, dudes that will harm. It's easy for them to harm their brothers. Some of these dudes be sitting here working out, going to the gym, and they go home and beat on their girl. I'm saying dudes will sit here, work out, go home and beat on somebody that's way weaker than them, and then they think they gangster. They think they tough because that's not tough. You know what I'm saying? Like when are we gonna get together and really stand up to the tyrants? You know what I'm saying? When are we really gonna get here and be like, you know what? Like enough is enough. We had enough. Yo, make sure y'all like the video, man. It don't hurt y'all to like the video. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how it circulates. Other people need to hear this because it's like we have the wrong perception of what a gangster is. We got the wrong perception of what being a gangster is. You know what I'm saying? It's like dudes will be so quick to go shoot their ops. You know what I'm saying? Dudes will be so quick. Like the moment somebody disrespect them, the moment somebody step on their sneakers, the moment somebody sleep with their girl, the moment somebody just do something that they just look at them a certain way, they so quick to go get the gun and go do something to them. You know what I'm saying? They so quick to go get the gun and do something to them. But then the police come to your neighborhood, violate you. You know what I'm saying? The police come, they go in your pocket whenever they want to. It used to be cops in my neighborhood that used to go in people's ass. You know what I'm saying? There was this dude, they used to call him Ass Man, and he used to be going in people's ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he used to be, you know, a lot of cops did foul shit to people. But my point is this. My point is, do not oppress your own people. Do not oppress your own people, and then when a cop violates you, you don't got no static for him. And I'm not sitting here trying to push that, but I'm just saying, if you're gonna be a man before anything, be a man before anything. Nobody talking about good cops. It's always somebody like you talking about, so there's no good cops. If the good cop ain't saying nothing or stopping the bad cops, then he a bad cop too. You know what I'm saying? It's always somebody, so there's no good cops. All this remorse for the cops. The cops get trained. The cops get trained a certain way with a certain mindset. The cops get trained to shoot and kill. If you feel nervous, if you feel scared, shoot. And it gets justified. They get away with it. They get away with murder all the time. So don't tell me about no good cops. Because they get no good cops, they're not dying. I'm saying, don't tell me about no, I'm just saying, because usually when people ask, no, it's not just a question. It's a question that it's like, it kind of like shows what side you on. Like, it's like, we're not talking about good cops. We obviously talking about these cops pulled up on these dudes, pull out the guns. We're not talking about, like, what was your whole point of talking about there's no good cops? Obviously, there is good cops. How good are they? I don't know. Because they don't be stopping their partners from shooting other people. It's the same. It's a gang. You can't go against your gang member to protect another gang member. It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's cops and ops. It's the police against everybody else. Yo, make sure y'all like the video. It's the police against everybody else. And you know, and it's not even really everybody else, because black people get policed totally different than other communities. And that don't mean, that don't mean there's no crime going on in the Asian communities. There's no crime going on in the white communities. There's crime going on in every community. But guess what? Do they get policed? Do they get policed the same way black people get policed? No, they do not. No, they do not. You know? So anyway, at the end of the day, when you think about this, what does it matter if there is a good cop? If you didn't stand up, I just want to see I'm speaking from a place of emotion. Like, anyway, man, you just about to get blocked. But anyway, so I'm not even gonna block you. You know what? You stay there and listen to this. Cops need to be held accountable. Facts. You know, everything could be fixed if they would just convict the police. But you know what? They don't convict the police. So therefore, you're giving them access and a license to kill. This is not about emotion. Everything. Yes, I'm excited right now. Excited, upset. I'm bothered. But what I'm saying is based on facts. The police training, the police citizens need to be held accountable. You sound dumb as fuck. Anyway, the police training, they get trained a certain way. So you're right, it's a discussion, but some people just be asking dumbass questions. Like, it's like, we're not talking about good cops right now. We're talking about the bad cops and the shit that they do, and then you want to talk about good cops. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. So anyway, the police training, we don't spoke to cops. Like, we don't spoke to cops, and there's cops that talk about it. They talk about how they're training this. They talk about how they're trained to not believe nobody. Especially black people. They're trained to, like, they're gonna lie to you. They always lying. Don't believe them. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, how can you have a relationship with somebody who's supposed to help you or supposed to aid you, but they automatically are trained to think you are lying all the time? They automatically are trained to think you are lying. So it's like, what relationship are we going to build? You know what I'm saying? So it's and then it's other communities, they be chiming in and they be saying certain things, and this is like, yo, you don't know what it feels like. You don't know, Playboy, whatever your name is. I'm pretty sure, I don't know you, but I don't know if you had guns drawn. I don't know if you've been stopped and frisked for no reason. For no reason. I don't know if that's your experience, but that's my experience. I had a gun pointed to the back of my head and I was on the floor. I was on the floor, my hands out like this, on the floor, laying on the ground, and I had guns pointed to the back of my head. I don't know if that's your experience. But if it was, you probably would be outraged too. The police, damn, you ain't doing nothing. And I was 18 years old at the time. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, yes. So my whole thing is, these gangsters, these so-called gangsters, you quick to go grab a gun when you feel violated, but the police come to your neighborhood, violate your mom. I done seen videos of the police violating people's moms, violating their sisters, violating them, doing all type of stuff, and they don't have that same energy. Where's the energy? Like the video, please. Please, you know, other people need to hear some of this stuff. Where's the energy? And I'm not sitting here talking about like I'm not better than nobody, because I was ignorant too at one point, and I'm still ignorant to a lot of things. I'm still very ignorant to a lot of stuff. Still ignorant. But I'm just saying, where's the energy? Where's the energy? Where's the same energy when we get violated? We are man before anything. If we are man before anything, why we letting certain men violate us? You know what I'm saying? So we pick and choose who we gonna violate. And think about this. If you're out there banging, right, and you got ops, most likely your ops probably got guns too, if I'm not mistaken. Most likely, so you can't even use the argument. I mean, you can use the argument like, oh, you know, the police is a force and they're gonna come with the vengeance. I get it. But most likely, if you're out there in the streets, your ops got guns too. That don't stop you. That don't stop you from going to get your ops. That don't stop you. Exactly. But this is the thing. My whole thing is like, but this is the gangsters. This is the so-called gangsters. And like somebody mentioned in the comment, the real gangsters is the people that gave up their life. It's the people that said we had enough. We had enough of police brutality. We're going to do something about it. These was the real gangsters in my opinion. You know, and I'm just talking about history. They could say I'm trying to incite whatever I'm trying to incite. I'm just talking the facts. These was the real gangsters. You know what I'm saying? They was like this. You know, these was the real gangsters. Asada Shakur, she was a real gangster. Real gangster. You know what I'm saying? She kept the real gangster. She kept the more gangster than a lot of dudes. She kept the real gangster. Asada Shakur. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Muhammad Ali, real gangster. You know what I'm saying? Like Huey P. Newton, real gangster. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can say whatever you want to say about Huey, but he did way more than a lot of us did. Real gangster. Martin Luther King, to a certain extent, he was a gangster too. He walked to places that a lot of us would never went to in those times. You know what I'm saying? He was a gangster in his own in his own kind. You know what I'm saying? Malcolm X, real gangster. You know what I'm saying? Harriet Tubman, she was a real gangster. You know what I'm saying? She was a real gangster, Harriet Tubman. You know what I'm saying? Fred Hampton, yes, Bobby Seale. Like these was the real gangsters. Mumia Abu-Jamal, these was the real gangsters. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about Rosa Parks, because I heard somebody else refuse to give up their seat before Rosa, but they just used Rosa because she was more marketable. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not taking nothing from her either. You know what I'm saying? But these was the real gangsters. These was the people who stood up. These was the people that said we had enough. You know what I'm saying? When Huey P. Newton and the Panthers was out here talking to the people, you know who they kept thinking about? Huey's thing was, we need to get the people in the streets involved. We need to get the dudes in the streets involved. Because this are the, if we revolutionize, if we can revolutionize the dudes in the streets, they're going to have problems. They're going to have problems. But at the same time, the dudes in the streets is cowards themselves. Yeah, I said it. I used to be a coward too. You know what I'm saying? I used to be a coward too. I used to be a coward too. I used to be a coward, and I'm not afraid to admit that. I used to be a coward too. And I know people can't take that. People can't take that. People can't feel that, because it's not everybody. It's not everybody that's in the streets or banging or doing whatever they're doing. But I used to be a coward too, and I can admit that. I brought harm to my community. I was ignorant. I was a coward too. You know what I'm saying? But I have a story for y'all. I have a story for y'all in prison. I have a story for y'all in prison when I had to stand up. I had to. People was looking to me. People was looking to me. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, they just entertainers. Rappers is entertainers. Some of them might have lived it, but they entertainers now. That's what they do. They get paid to entertain people. You know what I'm saying? It's like a good fiction book. But some of them are official. I wouldn't take that from nobody. But the point is this: when I was in prison, I was confronted with a situation. Oh, that's good, bro. Hopefully everything works out. I was confronted with a situation in prison where I had to step to a guard. I had to step to a guard. I don't even know if I want to tell a story here. I'm gonna tell a story probably one of my story times. But definitely, I had to. It was a situation where people looked up to me, and I had to step up. Yes, all those people. Exactly. These people were gangsters. They stood up. They stood up to the tyrants. They stood up to the stuff that was going on, even if it got them killed. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you know, there's I mean, I don't know so much about gangs or certain gangs. I think we also romanticize gang culture. We say that they was created for positive things, and I don't know how true is that. You know what I'm saying? Because people say that about the Crips, people say that about a whole bunch of stuff. And then when I read Tookie Williams' book, Tookie Williams said, yo, this was not about fighting against police. This was not about any political revolutionary stuff. This was just some straight, we gonna team up and bang on all the other gangs in LA. This is what Tookie said. I can't talk about, so some people, I don't know where people getting that Crip started for community resolution and progress, or Crip started for this, or Crips. I can't talk about all the other gangs. I just know that Crips merged, they started wilding, then Bloods came after because the Crips was wilding. I don't know the whole ins and outs. I just think people romanticize gang culture to make it sound like, you know, it's some revolutionary stuff. And I don't know about every gang. Again, I don't know why the gangster disciples, why the black disciples, I don't know about, but I'm just saying Crip, you know what I'm saying? For Crips, I read Tookie Williams' book. I don't know about any other Crips that's founders. Raymond Washington died young. I heard he has a book. Somebody else wrote it. I don't know. All I'm saying is what one of the co-founders said. He said this was not about no revolutionary shit. We didn't even talk like that. We didn't even have language about, oh, we gonna go fight, you know, fighting oppression and all this type. No. It was just we came together to bang on all the other gangs that was in Los Angeles, and that's what we did. So anyway, my point, back to the point is, you know, these people were the real gangsters. They sacrificed their life for people that didn't know, for us, for me, for you, for all of us. You know what I'm saying? They sacrificed their life for us. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm here to say this, like, if these people could sacrifice their life for us, some of them had children, some of them had wives. Malcolm X left 6 kids behind. 6 daughters at that. 6 daughters behind. Martin Luther King left kids behind. Fred Hampton, Huey P. All these people left kids behind. They left kids behind. And we want to be talking about, like, I got children, I got a job, I got, like, it's just like, and that's why I always say, at what point do we have enough? At what point are we going to say, you know what? Like, we done. We fed up. We done. At what point? At what point? At what point are we going to be fed up? And don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting here talking about just going to get arms and going to wild out, because I'm not saying that's the solution. But what I'm saying is, at what point are we going to realize, like, yo, I'm contributing to this? At what point are we going to realize, like, yo, I'm harming my people? At what point are we going to say, like, you know what? If I'm not so ready to go out there and bang out with the boys, then why am I so easy and eager to go bang out with the person that live with my neighbor, with the person that lived down the block, down the street? Why am I so easy to try to get away with that crime and not the other crime? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we picking and choosing who we going to run up on for violating us? Because if you're a man before anything, be a man before anything. If anybody violates you, anybody violates you. Do your thing. I respect that all day. But if you're just gonna prey on the weak, this is why nobody likes when you rape little kids. Not saying that raping an older person or a man or a woman is cool. That's not cool. Rape not cool, period. But somebody that especially preys on little kids, somebody that especially preys on somebody defenseless, somebody weak, you're not gangster, homie. That's not gangster. That's not gangster. You know. So I don't want to go too far, too long-winded. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm just saying, like, I used to be a coward too. I used to prey on the weak too. They were stronger than me at one point. Don't get me wrong. Them same people that became weak, they were stronger than me at one point. But at the same time, we fed into the destruction. You know what I'm saying? We fed. You're right. Them young boys don't listen, and that's a problem. You know, I work at a juvenile facility, and the young boys tell me all the time, like, we don't need no G's, we don't need no gangsters. I mean, we don't need no OGs. Ain't nobody telling me what to do. And I'm like, yo, we need structure. I be trying to tell them. You know, y'all just gotta like it. Y'all just gotta like it, share it. I tell the young boys all the time, we need structure. You know what I'm saying? And the way I talk to them, I don't talk to them like I'm telling them what to do, because I can't do that. They're gonna do whatever they want to do. But I present to them ideas. Like I tell them, yo, you don't gotta think like that. You can think differently. You know what I'm saying? I tell them young boys, like, look, don't you think we need structure? Don't you think we need rules? Don't you think we need regulation? And you know, and some of them be like, you know what? We kind of do need rules and regulations. But their whole concept of having an OG, it's like, ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do. You know, this is the young boys in jail, juvenile. They be like, nobody gonna tell me what to do. But that's the thing. You can give advice. You can give advice and be like, I'm not telling you what to do, homie. I can never tell you what to do. They want to feel like they a man too. Nobody want to feel like you just telling them what to do. Nobody likes that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make them, when you talk to the young people, you got to let them know, like, you a man just like I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like exactly. You got to be letting them know, like, yo, you a man just like I'm a man, homie. And I went through whatever you went through, and I'm just saying maybe you could do things this way, or maybe you could switch it up a little bit. And there's a different response than when you telling them, yo, you better do this, you better go to school, you better do that, nobody wants to listen to that. And this is the problem with a lot of the older G's. They don't know how to deliver the message. They don't know how to deliver the message to the youth. It's not just the youth fault. You know what I'm saying? I think we're just gonna replicate the same thing. If black people separate, we just gonna replicate the same shit. We just so psychologically fucked up. But the messengers gotta know how to relate the message to the people. And I think it's not just the young people fault. Yes, they don't want to listen, but there's a reason why they don't want to listen. There's a reason why the young boys don't want to listen to the older heads. There's a reason. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason for that. So we can't just keep blaming them. We gotta blame the old heads too. We gotta be like, yo, you gotta figure out ways of your approach. When somebody can't understand my vocabulary, I change my words. I say them in a different way. I'm not gonna be using big words. And I know people didn't graduate high school, or they don't read. I can't just be talking to you with these big old words. You know what I'm saying? It's preaching and you gotta do stuff. No, it's preaching and doing. I can't tell somebody stop smoking and I'm saying like this and I'm smoking. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell somebody, yo, I know better than you, but I'm telling you not to smoke, and I'm gonna sit here and puff my life away. What example am I setting? You understand what I'm saying? And this is why some parents think it's cool for them to smoke and just tell their kids don't smoke. But the kids see that. They see what you're doing. Some G's, they think they could just tell the kids what to do, but they never seen you do nothing. So now you just look like you bossing them around. You look like you're just trying to doge them. You look like you're just trying to disrespect them. You know what I'm saying? So let me tell you something about these kids, man. I'm gonna tell you this, man. I work in a juvenile facility, and at the end of the day, a lot of them kids just wanna know they could really count on you. They just wanna know that they can trust you. What's good, man? They just wanna know, they just wanna feel like I could trust this dude and he got my best interest. Like the moment these kids feel like you're trying to play them, the moment they feel like you're trying to get over on them, the moment they feel like you don't really care, they don't really care either. Why should I care? You don't care. Why should I care? I see it. And in the beginning when I started working there, they used to, they look at you like you the new dude. They like, who the hell is you? Like, but when they start getting to know you, when they start talking to you, when they see like you're not trying to like just tell them what to do, but you trying to like share with them experiences. What up, my boy? What's good? One of the kids, I remember I met this kid, man. Me and him was going back and forth at first. And then I was like, look, bro, you your own man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to tell you what to do. All I can do is try to show you that I went similar routes and it didn't work out for me. That's all I could do. All I could do is show you I went similar routes and it didn't work out for me. It might work out for you, though. I tell them that. It might work out for you. It might pop. You know what I'm saying? It might work out for you. But I'm saying it's too many people who went the same path and they didn't pop for them. So, you know, I just treat them like they grown men too, man. Like they younger than me, but I treat them like grown men. You know, you're a man just like me, and they like to feel like that. So I think that like it's just crazy. It is a chain reaction, but I think the people who really want to help, the real G's, the true G's, the older G's, let's work on our message. Let's work on how we relay that message. And if they don't take it, they don't take it. Like you can't get mad. I guarantee you somebody gonna take it. Somebody gonna take heed. Somebody gonna appreciate the message. Everybody not. Look, it's 63 people here. I got like 12,000 subscribers, right? I got like 12,000 subscribers. I'm not mad that everybody, like, you know, I don't got, why it's not 2K? Why it's not this? Why it's not that? Why it's only 41 likes? I can't get mad at that. Only thing I'm grateful for is that at least there's a few people watching it and somebody gonna take heed. I'm gonna save somebody. Somebody gonna listen to what I'm saying. So the point is, I just went live because I just felt like, you know, we constantly witness murder. We constantly witness genocide, and we contribute to it. We contribute to genocide. And this is what Tukey Williams was talking about. Tukey Williams was talking about we romanticize gang culture, and when we do that, all we really doing is contributing to a legacy of genocide. That's all we doing. We contributing to a legacy of genocide. That's all we doing. You know what I'm saying? So let's just stop that shit, man. When your mans do some fucked up shit, stop him. Don't just sit there and watch him because he your man. You're not a real friend. If your man sit here and he prey on women, stop him. Stop him. I guarantee you, if I'm around my mans and he do some funny shit around girls, I always tell him like, bro, what the fuck you doing, bro? And if I gotta punch him in the face, to show him I'm serious, then I'm gonna do that, and that's my word. And I don't care who, anybody can watch that. Like, they know me. My friends know me. Like, every time my friend do some funny shit around girls, I always tell them. I be like, bro, don't do that, bro. Don't do that, bro. Don't talk to no woman like that around me, bro. Even if they try to justify it, I'm gonna be like, bro, don't do that, bro. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that, bro. Like, you know, because this is what a real friend is. You can't just watch your friend go towards destruction and you just sitting there chilling. Like, it's not cool, man. It's not cool to keep hearing. Like, I just keep thinking about that shit. Yo, dude really bit shorty in her eye. Like, what the fuck was he thinking? He really bit shorty in her eye. He had the beads, so he had to be in some type of gang. He had the beads, right? And he would have fueled his friends. Come on. Nah, you going to sleep. You going to sleep. You one of my mans and you doing some shit like that. The moment you would have, I guarantee you going to sleep, bro. You going to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is what we got to do. We got to hold each other. That's how we hold each other accountable. We just can't be mad when somebody rapes somebody. Like, we got to be mad at the little things too. Why you getting mad because she didn't want to give you her number, bro? Like, that's it, bro. Like that's it, bro. It's over. Like, we got to be the ones. We got to hold each other accountable. Don't be scared. Unless you're scared of your mans, then you again, you're not a man before anything. You scared of your mans. A lot of dudes are scared of their mans. That's a fact. Maybe they were scared of him. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, they say they locked them up. You know, hopefully, I don't know the real story because sometimes it'd be some other funny stories. But if he did that just because she rejected him, that shit is a no-go. And they should deal with him in jail. Yo, shit is real. Shit is real, man. You just gotta know how to bring it. Like, you just gotta be prepared, man. You never know. People are sick out here, and you should always be prepared. You should always be ready to do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you gotta figure out how you're gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's real. Sometimes you can't just go out there and do certain things. But all I'm saying is this: if your man's is a bug out, stop your man's, man. Stop your man's. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who's watching this, but I'm pretty sure a lot of us or some of us been in certain situations where our mans be doing some wild shit. He start getting disrespectful with women. He start doing certain things that we think is funny or we laugh or we just be like, yo, chill. No, bro. You really got to tell these dudes, stop playing, bro. Stop playing. Stop doing that, bro. I tell my friends that all the time. Sometimes my friend get mad because some girl don't want to give him a number. And I'll be like, bro, don't do that, bro. Or he be like, psst. And I'll be like, bro, don't do that around me, bro. Like, do that shit on your own time. Don't do that shit around me. What you said, hold on, I'm trying to see. But Anything black? Yeah, man. The black people be sick, man. They sick in the head. Not just us, other people too. Like, you gotta understand this. You can't live in a crazy world. We live in a crazy world. You can't live in a crazy world and think that the crazy world is not gonna affect you. You know what I'm saying? That's like a real thing. You cannot live in a crazy world and think that the effects of what's going on in the world is not gonna get to you. It's like, it's impossible. That's why I said that in the live. Like, she was talking about, the sister was talking about she goes to therapy and she does certain things. And I'm like, she said, I'm not crazy or anything. And I was like, you don't think you're crazy? I wasn't saying that trying to be funny. I was just saying that, like, there's no way we could live in a crazy world, witness the things that we witness, see murders, see homicides, see like domestic violence disputes, see all these different things, and we think we're gonna be sane. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way possible. It don't matter. It's like people that have PTSD have PTSD. You could get help. You could get a little therapy. You could get certain things. You get a whole bunch of stuff. Good looking, Brody. I appreciate it. Hobie who shot T-Bone. Shout outs to you, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. So that's just my thing, man. My thing is, we have to hold each other accountable, man. And like I said, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you know, you could learn things from many different things, man. It don't got to be your religion, but if something can help you grow, if like me, right? You can learn from anybody. And I might disagree with a whole bunch of stuff you say, but if you say one thing that makes sense to me, I'm gonna incorporate that. I'm gonna take that. I'm not gonna be mad. Because 6 months exactly, we've been desensitized. And that's a psychological thing. Why you think it's so easy for us to see certain stuff like that? It's so easy for us to see, oh, damn, they kill somebody again. They be like, damn, these niggas is wilding. That's all we say. We don't really be thinking they're like, yo, like somebody died, somebody's son, somebody's father, somebody, like, it doesn't really bother us. Like, our heart, you just become so numb. It's just like you become so numb. It's like, damn, they killed him. Damn, the police out here wilding. Like, it's just normalized. It's normalized. So I just thanks everybody that tuned in. Thanks everybody that, you know, is sharing my stuff, is here. You know, it's sad, man. It's very sad, the things that go on. What about earrings? So PTSD is real. Post-traumatic slave syndrome is real too. You know what I'm saying? Post-traumatic slave syndrome is real too. We have a lot of generational trauma. We have a lot of historical trauma, and then we have reoccurring trauma that goes on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a lot of things that weighs on us. It's a lot of things that weighs on us, right? And we still able to smile. We still able to have fun. We still able to be resilient. We still able to do a lot of things we're able to do. So, you know, I just be here trying to provide certain things. Certain things get me upset. And I just feel like I just know the potential. You know, when you know the potential of a certain people, when we know the potential of certain people, you kind of like be disappointed when they throwing it away. You know, you kind of like be like, damn, you got so much potential. Like, we could do so much. If we was just, thanks, man. I appreciate it. The Wavy Group. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it. I do a lot of stuff with it. You know, I try to work on my camera. You know, try to work on different things. I try to work on better lighting. You know, I do different things, you know, with my own change, or with the change that people help out with, you know, and I try to help out situations. You know, I also might give a charity here and there. So, you know, but this is how we should be, right? We should just be supporting each other. As long as it's good, as long as it's positive, we should be doing that. We should feel good when somebody doing some good things. So let me know what y'all think. Well, y'all don't gotta let me know what y'all think, because y'all writing in the comments. But I appreciate the support. You know, share it. We numb to the pain and trauma because we don't have no other outlet. You know, it's like when you're not getting the help, what else you gonna do? You got to keep going. We always been told we got to keep going. We got to keep going. You can't stop now. You got to keep going. Keep going. You got to keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Don't stop. Keep going. It don't matter what you're doing. It don't matter if your leg came off. You got to keep going. The Sharia is, it's a lot of stuff going on with the Sharia. Well, not the Sharia, but the people. The people are changing a lot of things. What do you think about weed legalization? I mean, weed legalization, I don't, or this is not a Q&A, but I'll do all y'all Q&A. And as far as weed legalization, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I think marijuana keeps us a certain way too. I think just indulging in certain intoxicants just clouds our mind, distracts us. Um, but yep, that's over here. We should overcome. They don't tell us how. They don't tell us how we're gonna overcome. Yeah, man. Like sometimes it's just we just gotta figure it out, man. But we gotta plan to the end. At the end of the day, I have a book of solutions. I put it on a live. I went live before and I mentioned some of the solutions. So it's I forgot the title of the live, but I went on the live. Thanks, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. I went on the live before and I spoke about my book of solutions. When I learn certain things, I talk about solutions because we need solutions. We need solutions. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You know what I'm saying? Like I appreciate everything, but we need solutions. You know what I'm saying? That's why I read stuff with solutions. I read books with solutions. And even if you don't read, even if you don't do none of that, me reading it and giving you the information, it's still beneficial information. You know what I'm saying? Like some people don't read, that's cool. I don't mind reading it and then making a video about it and be like, look, this is what they say. And then if you want to go check it out for yourself, you could do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is how we each one teach one. Each one teach one like that. If you don't like to read, that's cool. Watch a documentary. If you don't want to watch a documentary, that's cool. I watch documentaries, I read, and I can make a video, and then boom, you didn't even have to read the book. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Shout out to Tyrone. You know what I'm saying? Like shout outs to the people that donated. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully you donated with the intentions of receiving it back from God. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you believe in God, like, and even if you don't believe in God, when you do good things, good shit come, So I appreciate y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Keep tuning into my channel. You know what I'm saying? That's real gangster shit right there. Like the brother Mac Mean said, you know what I'm saying? True story. But I got y'all, man. I got a Q&A. I'm thinking about maybe getting y'all questions and then answering them. I don't know. Maybe I should do because I feel like I feel like the comments go up too fast for me to be reading the questions. So I don't know if maybe I should send y'all questions in, or maybe I should just do the live and then y'all answer the question. Yeah, so yeah, and then maybe I could just take it like that and answer them. But again, once again, I can't thank y'all enough. Like, like my subscriber count went up. I don't care. It don't matter if y'all just here for the jail stories, but I try to share some wisdom. Even in the jail stories, I try to share something that helped me and shaped me and molded me to become the man that I am becoming, and I'm trying to become. So, we have a little fun with it. I share, I'll be a little funny with my stories sometimes. Looking back is a little funny. He said, yeah, yeah, word, definitely. We learn from them jail stories, man. Like people be thinking it's all fun and games, but it's like it's a whole bunch of shit that we learn in jail, man. Jail became like our universities. We went to jail, we learned, we came home, educated, a lot of us. And, we just out here trying to do good things. Even if you're not somebody that's well articulate, you didn't have to go to college, you didn't have to do certain things. But I definitely got a little booty bandit story, though, man. I thought this dude was trying to get my buns, man. You know what I'm saying? I thought this dude was trying to get my buns, man, when I got to my first prison, man. But that's a fake little funny story. But I got y'all, though. I got y'all with that story. That's an upstate story. It was this dude. He had like 36 years in. You know what I'm saying? And he had 18 years in one place. But you know what? I'm not going, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get into that right now. But it's a little funny sometimes when you think about it. But when you're going through it, shit not funny, man. It's do or die. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you feel like you got to hit somebody. You never want to be wrong about somebody and do something with somebody. And that's the thing in prison. Sometimes you don't really know. Sometimes people be bluffing, and then it's like, you're not a bluffer, so sometimes you nervous because he might be telling the truth. So it's a lot of stuff that goes on in prison, man. But like, I'm glad to be out. I'm glad to be home. I'm glad to like just be doing good works. I'm glad that I had a good path. People helped me out. You know what I'm saying? Because if I didn't have that help, if I didn't have that support, I wouldn't be doing the things that I do today. So I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. I love y'all. Y'all be safe out there, man. There's a lot of spooky stuff going on. not just with the police, but also with the ignorant people amongst us. Gotta watch them. Keep your eyes open, man. Like, you ain't gotta be a gangster, but keep your eyes and your ears open. And this is the thing that we talk about in jail. Keep your eyes and your ears open. You gotta keep your eyes and your ears open. You know what I'm saying? Some people, that's why I tell my sisters, they want to put the little headphones in their ear and they play the music. Sometimes they act like they listen to music. Sometimes they really are listening to music. Do not do that. Because you don't know. These dudes will creep up on you. These dudes will do some. You never want to let somebody rock you to sleep, creep up on you, sneak up on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, pay attention, man. Pay attention to what's going on. Pay attention to how people reach to certain things. Pay attention to how people do. I always watch people, especially their hands. I always watch people's hands. You never know, man. You never know what people be carrying. You never know what people be trying to do. Pay attention, man. Pay attention. And if you ain't angry, you ain't paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Word. So, walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I appreciate y'all. Y'all be safe out there. Word.